What an insightful conversation. And right now, as Graham mentioned earlier, we're going to get moving. And yes, you are included in all of this because today is GAAD, which is Global Accessibility Awareness Day. And who other to bring in that lead the charge is Tarryn Tomlinson, who's still in the building, taking us through part of the seated fitness routine that she used while training, in case you missed it, to summit Mount Kilimanjaro. Now, between her and I, she was telling me they call it Kili, which I absolutely love. These gentle, accessible exercises build strength, boost circulation, and engage the core, proving that movement belongs to everyone and also just everywhere. Imagine finding yourself, you were saying, it's basically Table Mountain times 5.
Yeah, 5 times higher than Table Mountain.
Girl, you're a better person than I could ever be, but that's why we're bringing you here today. And show us how to do these different exercises. You could be in a wheelchair, or you could be, like you mentioned, elderly, or just limited in your movement, and these would be great exercises to incorporate.
Absolutely. So not everybody that's in a wheelchair has lack of sensation from the legs down. So I, for example, have rheumatoid arthritis in my joints, which means that I'm still able to use my legs. So I thought, let's do some exercises that everybody at home can join
100%.
in on. And we're going to start with a very light, just warming up loosely, just the ankles with simple ankle rotation. So we'll start from the inside to the outside, kind of just rotating like that, because you have to always start with
warming up.
Right?
I'm telling you, these joints aren't like they used to be.
These joints take a beating.
They do. Sometimes I just get out of bed and I'm like, whoa.
And then we go the other way as well. So then we just do it in the opposite direction.
Yep.
And that's just a couple of minutes. We'll start with the other one and kind of just... And you've got to also adapt it to your own body, because like depending on, how flexible your joints are.
Right.
A lot of people think, oh, well, I'm not flexible, I'm not going to do it. No, just start, even if it's a little bit.
And you fold it up, no?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're going to start with the other leg, and we're just going to do some, gentle, just pointing, just bringing, flexing, and then pointing, and then bringing it up and pointing.
So in the mornings when you were prepping for the next voyage on Kili, would you do some of these warm-ups?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How cold was it?
Oh my gosh, it was so freezing. All my thermal clothing that I had, even brought down from Canada.
It didn't work?
It worked.
Just about.
Just about. But it was still freezing.
Ah, look at that. What a flex, a selfie on Mount Kilimanjaro.
Yep, that was halfway up the mountain.
Sure.
In the freezing cold.
Gee.
But I was, as you can see, I was good, well protected.
Yeah.
So now, from that, we're going to go, then we've warmed up the ankles a bit, just make sure that everything, everything is loose. Another one that's very important to do is kind of the leg lifts, right?
Yeah.
So we're in a seated position, you're comfortable, both feet are on the ground. And then you simply, lifting that up and letting your toe flex out, but keep it there for a couple of seconds. I like keeping it there. Just
I'm
so you can
shaking a
feel
little
that,
bit.
You can feel the burn.
Woo, I feel it.
And we drop it and just bend and bring it down. And we do that same lift again, just gently. If you've got knee issues, you kind of just feel it out as you raise. Sometimes you might, sometimes if my knee is sore, I might only be able to bring it up like that, right? But even if you do that, just make sure that you do it and then bring it down, so as far as you possibly can go. But generally you want to...
Because you don't want to be injured anymore or push yourself beyond what you can do for now. We
just do the other side as well. This knee of mine is locked, so I can't get it straight out.
Gotcha.
So we just do it like that. And then out again.
Oof.
And then down. It's slow exercises, but you feel it.
You feel it. Like my thigh is shaking a little bit here. Yeah. That's
simple
nice.
to do when you're at your office, simple when you're sitting at your desk, just like a few minutes to just...
Even under the desk, you just lift your legs up and down, get the circulation going.
Get the circulation going. Now, talking about circulation, when I was on Kili, that picture that we just saw, it was extremely cold, and because I was being pushed, there was a lot of rocky terrain. I couldn't just sit like this because there's no circulation.
Right.
So I had to keep moving. So I call it my Kili jog, which is basically just stepping on the spot. And anybody can do this just for a couple of minutes as well. You know, before you take your next call or something, just make sure that you step it out.
Yeah. The Kili jog.
The Kili jog.
Trademark by Tarryn Tomlinson. I love that.
You also just want to make sure that you keep your core nice and tight, and also that you keep your glutes and you know, keep trying to squeeze everything in.
Tarryn, I'm feeling this. Oh my
Can you feel
goodness.
it? I can see a little bit of a sweat. You're
Can you
working up a
see?
sweat.
It's glow. It's called a glow.
It's a glow. Wonderful. Right. So that's one of the other ones, and it's also good now in winter. You know, just to get
Some
everything
warmth going also, yeah.
Some warmth going in the morning.
Beautiful.
And then the last exercise that I like to do, particularly from the bottom, I usually have a rubber band, which you have
Oh, there's resistant bands, yeah.
resistance band, and turn it around. This one is for the core, but it's also for the outer thighs and all this area. So you put your band around, and basically the movement is to lift your legs up.
Okay.
So you're going to hold onto your, hold onto your chair, lift your legs up, and open, close, and down.
Oh, okay, I see.
Right? So
Up,
open, close.
Oh, that's
down.
a core exercise.
Up,
Open,
close,
down.
up.
And obviously the band
Open.
would add some more resistance, like you said, to this
Exactly.
exercise. Not that we need it, oh my word. Woo.
So you can feel that you should be engaging your core.
Yeah, 100%. But the legs are, like here, like you
Yeah.
said, also feeling it on the outside.
You can feel all of that. And when you actually have the resistance bands on, it's going to, you know, be able
It's harder
to...
to pull your legs apart.
Absolutely.
Goodness. Okay. Well, Tarryn Tomlinson has definitely taken us through our paces. My goodness. I hope that you did this along with us, Mzansi, because that felt so good. Or even wrote it down in your notes on your phone to make sure, if you're even sitting at your desk, make sure you get it. If you are an elderly individual who's limited in their movement, or just somebody that needs a boost during the day, this is the perfect exercise to do it. You're such an inspiration, Tarryn. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank
All
you for
right.
having me.
Gee, what else is coming up on the show?